had an accident.
What? You had an accident?
Yeah, I'm really sorry. Your car got wrecked, but you can pay with insurance, no problem.
Oh, it's totally fine. It's not covered by insurance at all, so I'll just go ahead and take $50,000, which was what that car cost, straight out of your husband's salary, okay?
What?
Trouble Busters!
It should be all right if I just bring some things, right?
Well, oh, silly me. I'm sorry. My name is Helen. I'm a housewife who's being harassed by a mom friend who lives nearby and has numerous bad habits that directly affect me. I'm fine with you borrowing a few things, much like I would do so, but this goes far beyond the concept of borrowing, doesn't it?
I said I was going to return it all, didn't I? What's with you and frickin' treating me like I'm a thief, eh?
As you can see, screaming is her usual way of communication. You literally cannot tell who the culprit is in this situation at first glance. I really want to be more direct with her, but this bitch is the kind of person who walks around wearing trouble as her clothes. And I don't want to cause trouble over something so small. And now you know my predicament. But eventually, something would occur, created by her and her husband's incurable clumsiness, and it was truly despicable.
I had an accident.
What? You had an accident? Are you okay? You're not injured?
I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
Oh, well, that's good.
Honestly, driving a car you're not used to is truly a wrong decision to make.
Did your husband buy a new car?
No, Helen.
Huh? But driving a car you're not used to?
The trans sure is sturdy, isn't it?
The trans?
Yep. Well, out of all the things I've borrowed from you up until now, the car was the most awesome of all.
What? Car? Borrowed?
Yeah, I found it abandoned in your parking space, so I borrowed it.
Who calls that abandoned? It was parked there, for God's sake.
Oh, is that right? But you didn't tell me that, so it's your fault, isn't it?
That logic will not hold up, Miss Catherine. If you were driving the car, that means you brought the keys from inside the house, didn't you?
The keys were lying at the entrance of your house, silly.
No, the keys were hanging up at the entrance, weren't they? Lying there makes me sound so careless, more careless than a 14-year-old violent delinquent with a metal bar in a kitchen. It's not always acceptable to make whatever item you find on the ground your own property and do whatever you want with it. You took the keys out of the house and stole the car.
Hey now, come on, you know full well that's bullshit. The last time we had a tea party amongst us mom friends at your house a few weeks ago, you said something along the lines of, "It's only my pleasure to give Miss Catherine the privilege of driving our new trans. And even if you should get into an accident, Miss Catherine, you don't need to worry, we can just cover it with the insurance." Yeah, I remember you showing off your new car in front of everyone like that.
I wouldn't say something like that, though.
You're mad. Oh, it's rare for me to see you so mad.
There is no way anyone would believe that lie, you understand?
Really? I think it's a more realistic story than if I had just taken your car out of my own accord, wouldn't you agree?
No good. This person has no heart of humanity. I've avoided going into direct confrontation with her until now, but now that she's even getting her blood-stained hands on our trans, I am done being patient. I immediately hung up the phone and consulted my husband, Alan. We devised a plan to turn the tables against Mrs. Mommy No Brain and launched a counterattack. Unforgivable. Troublebusters initiate.
I'm really sorry, dear Helen.
Oh, that's totally fine. It's not covered by insurance at all, so I'll just go ahead and take $50,000, which was what that car cost, straight out of your husband's salary, okay?
What?
My husband is currently on his way to directly negotiate with your husband, Miss Catherine.
Wait, why?
Why? You don't know? Your husband's workplace was bought out by Alan's company, you understand?
What?
Oh, I suppose Harrison didn't tell you then.
No, he frickin' did not.
Even if you get angry at me, Catherine.
Even if Alan buying out Harrison's workplace is true, don't you think it's ridiculous to have your salary taken away just like that?
Compared to what you did, Miss Catherine, it's nowhere near ridiculous.
What the? Hey, who do you think you're?
Who do I think I'm talking to, you ask? A bitch that belongs to the streets is who.
How?
The sheer toxicity of your neighbors all depends on frickin' luck. We just went and bought that house that happened to be next to yours. And even our sons get along famously well. The only problem is you with your uncanny sense of stupidity. And since the damage isn't that bad, we started living here first, so there was no reason to run away. So I just sucked up my pride and put up with it, and didn't resist your bullshit. But you messed up big time, Miss Catherine.
What do you mean I messed up big time? Think for one damn second you stole our car! You wrecked our car! What are you talking about? You gave me permission to drive that car whenever I pleased. And you also said you would pay for everything in the event I had an accident.
Where in the world would such a brain-dead woman exist?
Whatever you say, bitch. You have no chance of winning either way. Because, you see, I have...
I heard that Helen would indeed lend her car to Catherine, and even said that she would pay for everything if there was an accident. I heard that too. I remember it well because my husband was annoyed that a high-class person was different enough to buy and insure a trans. Helen should pay the bill. You get what you deserve after boasting so much.
Seriously?
I see. So she kindly took the initiative.
Well, with all the testimonies we have here, it can't be helped, can it?
Is that so? You're willing to go this far, are you?
This far? What do you mean by that? It's all the truth.
Well then, by all means, let's have a dispute. If you don't mind then, starting with you, I'll reel in the whole group of moms that all live and breathe lies and deceit.
What can you do by yourself, bitch?
I suppose you understand this already, but lying to get people to pay insurance is a crime, you see. Of course, cooperating with that crime will be determined as fraud as well.
That is, only if what you're saying is true, right?
It is true, and therefore divine punishment shall definitely befall you. I suggest you prepare yourself for what's to come.
There is something called testimony from my kind mom friends, but do you have some kind of evidence?
Yes, I do.
Oh, really? You do you? Are you talking about the dash cams in your car?
What if it was? Hey now, just what are you talking about?
Oh, nothing special. The dash cam you were using as your trump card is broken. I'm gonna destroy it. I knew all about your trump card ever since I first caused the accident. Serves you right. Serves you frickin' right. Eat my ass. As a woman leagues under myself as a true woman, you sure got so cocky as to live in a house bigger than mine. It's because you drive a frickin' trans like this heap of trash that this happened to you, bitch. Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Helen.
What are you gonna do now, eh? Fulfill your promise, will ya?
She's on her damn frickin' knees, pleading for forgiveness. Now forgive her.
That's right. It was you who said you would deal with anything related to the car, including accidents. So you should take responsibility for that.
Really, if I really did say something brain dead like that, yes, I would fulfill any promise I made. But I never said that.
Enough with your damn lies.
Sadie, Cynthia, don't blame Helen too much about this. After all, she merely said something reckless without thinking about the consequences. The insurance fee for the car will explode, too. And her husband will be really angry with her when he gets home, too. It's so sad.
Don't cry, Catherine, darling.
That's right, it's all Helen's fault. I know it is.
Catherine, there's really no need to cry.
I'm sorry, but you pay the insurance fee for the broken trans.
No, that is not possible.
Still saying that? Give up, you.
I'll say it again and again. The car is not covered by insurance, so I'll deduct 50 grand, which is how much it cost, from your husband's salary. That is set in stone, I'm afraid.
Listen to me, that is frickin' invalid, isn't it?
Of course, since you said you'd take responsibility, right?
I agree. Sorry, I didn't mean a word. Say that and I swear to God I won't forgive you.
I have proof that Catherine took the car without permission, you understand?
What are you on about? If you're talking about the dash cam, it's broken and no longer usable. Additionally, you clearly told me that you would lend me your car and pay the insurance if there was an accident.
Oh, is that so? If so, you wouldn't be surprised if I had the dash cam data now, would you?
Huh?
Were you even listening to us, Helen?
Your dash cams were broken in such an unfortunate accident. And that's why, if I may.
What if I told you that the dash cam was directly connected to my computer until the moment it was destroyed in the accident? What if the settings were set to transfer the data to not only my home computer, but also my phone and my husband's phone?
What?
No shot.
Transferred?
The data up until it was destroyed was properly recorded and saved on all these devices. Do you understand what that means, Catherine? What's wrong? Now is the time to cry, bitch.
Do you have it saved? Until where?
By which you mean...
I'm asking you where the data of the dash cam was recorded and saved on your devices.
If you get any closer, someone will be called.
Go ahead. I have 5 people on my side here.
A mom friend who absolutely wrecked an expensive car that belonged to someone else and shows zero remorse after the act, and more mom friends who seek to protect the culprit. Do you really think I'd call all of you to my house without any necessary reinforcements?
What? Who?
I've got my husband's best friend, Mr. Aiden Anderson, waiting upstairs.
Aiden Anderson?
Aiden is bad news, Catherine. This is uncalled for. If you don't get violent, nothing will happen, ladies. What I want is a thorough discussion of the situation, the data from the dash cam.
Wait, what? Just tell me without being so stingy.
I suppose that should be right. From the moment you said you had an accident? Yes, I think that was it.
When I said I had an accident, but that means... But it was you, Helen, who said it was okay to drive the trans.
What?
But I never did say anything like that.
What? Well then, I honestly have nothing to worry about, because if that's when the recording started, that would mean the totally illegal thing wasn't caught on film. Helen, piece of frickin' cake.
I was almost fooled by your innocent acting, I'll be honest. If the recording started after I had the accident, it should be confirmed that you said I could borrow the car from you and that the insurance for the accident would be taken care of. I haven't said anything extraordinary.
I didn't think this option would work, honestly.
Of course it wouldn't. Isn't it unacceptable to make a big fuss about your magnanimity and then shy away from a legitimate promise once problems occur? I should think it is.
But I haven't said anything, have I?
Yes, you did.
Just admit it already. But I don't have any proof that I haven't said anything like that. I'm not even close to being in cahoots with outsiders like you, Catherine, so I can't fabricate facts that don't exist. Fabricated, you say?
Don't call people a liar, you liar.
Well, that matter is on hold for now anyway.
If you have an accident with someone else's car, you can't use your own insurance to pay for it.
Yes, that's right. Car insurance is insurance for the car, not the driver at all. What is with this bitch? Don't tell me she knew that and still lend her car.
That's the height of showing off. It's so freaking lame that she turns around and shies away from a legitimate promise once an accident occurs. If you drive someone else's car and you have an accident, it's customary to use the insurance that's on that car, right? So I'm really sorry about this, but we really have no choice but to ask your insurance to pay for the damage. I'm also at fault for causing the accident, but a promise is a promise.
Yes, it is.
You simply cannot escape the fate of having to pay for the damages. Hold up, Miss On Top of the World.
Did you check all that out thoroughly before coming back here?
Hell no, I didn't do that. This is common sense.
You didn't say anything like that when the accident happened, though. You can't stay calm that quickly after an accident now, can you?
When malice really goes this far, it's kind of like a plague. I'm saying I was in the wrong too, you see? No matter how much you complain to me, if I don't show any intention to pay, you'll just have to pay. There's no escape.
You're literally saying something crazy like, I'll just go ahead and take the repair costs out of your husband's salary, but...
But you said that you would lend your car to Catherine and that you'd take care of the insurance if she had an accident.
We, as mom friends of the same neighborhood, heard you loud and clear, and thus you'll have no choice but to agree.
That's right. I mean, who the hell would believe such an unrealistic thing as a mom friend of mine got into my car without my permission?
So, as expected, that's your biggest offense, is it?
Yeah, well, it's all true.
I wonder about this, though. I said earlier that the dashcam footage was recorded after the moment of the accident. What if that was a lie, and in fact it recorded data from the moment you sped away from the driveway to the moment the camera was broken? Yeah, so what? Whatever, that doesn't prove that you never remember saying anything about lending the car to Catherine, right? That would be impossible. What? What's wrong, Catherine? Your face is deadly pale. Helen, what did you do to Catherine? I didn't do anything. It was she who did it. Ain't that right, Catherine, darling? Who was the young man in the video?
So it was recording?
Yeah, it was.
But you just said earlier that it started recording after the accident.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was only giving out some hints here and there to determine how much I'm willing to forgive you.
No.
Sorry, darling. That was a lie.
You goddamn!
Do you have the luxury of being frightened, darling? Do you have the luxury of feeling anything now, darling? Wow, recounting your affair history in someone else's car and even went so far as to do the act in said car? I'm actually glad you were involved in a large accident. I would never drive a frickin' car stained with someone else's sweat and love juices anyway.
No, please. Of course, I wasn't planning on showing all that to you. I was going to delete the data from the dash cam when it was all over.
That idea in and of itself is an act of a writhing snake in the grass. Listen carefully, Mistress Catherine.
Yes, ma'am.
You have no say about my deducting 50 grand from your husband's salary. Actually, you know what? Screw it. YOLO, I guess.
Does that mean you forgive me?
Hell no. How stupid are you, really? I'll send a video of your all too physically disgusting affair to your husband, too.
No, please. Anything but that. Please.
No, I won't forgive you.
Please, I'll do anything.
If you'll really do anything, you'll receive a punishment that matches my fury regarding this matter.
But that's impossible. If my affair's discovered, then I'll definitely get divorced. For sure I will.
Get your lover to frickin' take care of you. Hell if I frickin' care.
I shouldn't have taken advantage of your kindness and stole your car away.
Don't think I've forgiven you for telling that lie either, huh? The same for you three, too, capiche? You goddamn deceitful, jealous, bitching banshees. I will not stop here, you hear? Once everything's in order, I'll expose the hell out of you for fraud. There's no evidence. You don't have any evidence.
We don't know anything.
Maybe you never told
Catherine
that she could borrow your car anytime and that you'd pay it if the worst happened.
It was Catherine that stole the car, that's for sure.
Are you guys going to betray me?
Because we can't frickin' be the entourage of a woman who's having an affair.
We weren't told anything about that either.
And that also frickin' means you've been lying to us too, haven't you? Lying to us too, you say?
Don't say anything unnecessary.
Anyway, we're very sorry, Miss Helen.
Please forgive us.
Well, the rest is a matter between you and Catherine, so
we'll see ourselves out.
Thanks for having us.
Hold it right there. Hey, Helen.
What is it?
I am Sharon, part of the group of lying thieves led by the Grand Empress Catherine Tomlinson, and I have a few screenshots of a group chat transaction where the guilty wanted to cover up the lie of you granting permission to borrow your car and whatnot. Consists of a call to arms, affirmative responses, everything juicy. Don't you dare give her any of those. How much to buy them?
Selling them? Damn you!
Come now, Miss Sharon, are you really going to sell us? Yep, because y'all are frickin' finished.
You never tried to stop us from doing this.
True, I never did try to stop y'all. But then again, I was never in on the whole charade either. I was Switzerland in this case. The neutral party, remember? The only response I ever gave was, seriously? That's literally the same as not commenting at all. As such, I was never in cahoots with y'all stupid bitches. I was kinda like the great bankers playing both sides of the war with money and weapons and watch everyone massacre each other. And before I knew it, Helen obliterated y'all, so I switched to her side. As a human, I naturally want to be on the winning side in everything. And that's basically why I'm selling info to Helen right now. You frickin' whore!
Name your price. Please, don't buy it, please.
If we've been found out to be cooperating with this whole fiasco, you'll make our husbands lose interest in us. We all could get a divorce.
Sharon, how much?
$62. What the? That cheap? Is that all there is to our existence? You've got yourself a deal. No, please, don't buy them.
Thanks to Sharon, I also got evidence of the false accusations that I desperately wanted, and I regained everything I had almost lost. In the end, the $50,000 to pay for the car was to be shouldered by Harrison on behalf of his wife. Deductions in his salary, debts to shoulder, and suffered an affair from his wife. All things considered, I feel so much sympathy for him, for he could very well be the biggest victim in all of this, in order to get rid of at least some of his burdens.
I will not divorce you. I will instead make you work to pay the $50,000 back to me for the time being. Prepare yourself.
Please, honey, I'm sorry. It was just an intrusive thought, honest.
And you think that excuse is gonna change things? If your repayments to me are late even by a single day, even once, I will kick your bitch ass out of the house immediately. Now shake a leg and find a job.
Aww.
They apparently won't divorce until she finishes paying off the $50,000 she owes him. They'll extend the repayment period to 2 years and 10 months, and as soon as she finishes paying off the bills, he'll demand alimony from Catherine and her lover and kick her out of the house. After the chapter on repaying damages for the trans comes the chapter on repaying alimony. Either way, she won't be able to return to happiness again for the foreseeable future. Also, Sadie, Cynthia, and Florence, who all cooperated in the fraudulent scheme, seem to have suffered quite a lot, although not as much as Catherine. Not just for this mess, but what also came to light was that those 3 witches came to Catherine to borrow some of her things, which were my things. And they knew it was my stuff, too. Thanks to this discovery, alongside the whole accident thing, all 3 of their husbands were very enraged. And every single one of them divorced their wives. Bearing the stigma of being thieving banshees, they fled back to their parents' homes, never to return. As for Miss Sharon, she really did only make a silly comment to all the invitations to the others' evil schemes with, "Seriously?" and didn't take part. I honestly don't know if she's a good person or a bad person. And with that whole turmoil over, I felt refreshed in mind and body, free from any external threats. Finally! I strangely started feeling more grateful for the things I have after realizing how truly wonderful it is that we don't have to lose things to others. Trouble Busters!
Oh, hello, Melanie, honey. I'm so sorry. I sunk it in the sea by accident. Use the insurance money to buy another one, okay?
Hello, Miss Abigail. Could you tell me whose ship you went on? Because we still have our cruiser, you see.
Trouble Busters!
Hey, honey, that cruiser looks very nice, don't you think?
It's very cool, for real. It's pretty different from ours, isn't it?
A cruiser? Ours? Oh, that ship is mighty nice. I'd love to go on a trip on a ship like that at least once in my life.
Miss Abigail. My name is Melanie, and I have a mom friend by the name of Abigail who's been repeatedly forcibly borrowing other people's things and never returning them. But since we live near each other, I could never muster up enough courage to confront her.
That boat? Oh, that's actually our boat, you see. Oh, is it actually? Oh, I knew it. Come now, why didn't you tell me sooner? Oh, you naughty woman.
Oh, no.
Maybe I should borrow your boat.
I freaking knew it. Well now, Miss Abigail, do you have a license to operate a boat?
Oh, it's okay. I'll ask someone who can. Nothing to worry about.
But it belongs to my husband's parents, you see.
Oh, does it really? Well, that can't be helped, I suppose.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that she gave up on borrowing the boat.
Oh, hello, Melanie, honey. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I sunk it in the sea by accident. Use the insurance money to buy another one, okay?
Sunk it by accident? What do you mean by that?
What else do I mean, dear? Your boat, your cruiser.
What? Our boat?
Yeah, whose else would it be, huh?
Didn't I tell you that it belonged to my husband's parents?
Yes, you did, but I was never told not to borrow it. Oh, come on.
Hello, honey?
What's wrong, Melanie? It's not like you to panic like this.
Abigail just called me saying that she sunk our ship by accident.
Wait, what are you talking about? Did you lend our boat to her, Melanie?
You better perish that thought right now. I would never do something like that without consulting you first. Seems like she borrowed it without our permission.
What the hell? What the frick is that stupid woman thinking? But is she okay for now?
Didn't seem like anything was wrong. I just finished talking to her over the phone and she seemed to be safe and sound.
Rah! If there's nothing wrong with her in terms of health, she would normally come and apologize to us directly. No, even more fundamentally, normally she wouldn't use other people's property without permission. Melanie, I'm sorry this request is so sudden, but could you go and check on the ship for now? And maybe talking to Abigail and understanding the context more would be a great help.
Yes, of course, honey. I'm so sorry that things have come to this.
It's not your fault, honey. You didn't do anything wrong. But still, I wonder. Yeah, since this is Abigail that we're talking about, I highly doubt she'd willingly apologize to my parents honestly, and she might even blame you for this whole thing. Maybe recording your conversation with her would be wise.
Understood. I'll contact you again later. I really can't imagine someone using someone else's things without permission. I should have stopped associating with that stupid bitch without worrying about public opinion. I don't see any signs of a heartfelt apology, and she probably still thinks I won't confront her about this. Unforgivable. Troublebusters initiate. First of all, just how bad is the condition of the ship? I hope it's in a place where I can see it easily. Damn it, I can't see it anywhere. Oh, it could very well be completely sunk. Wait, hold on. But this is... Hello, Miss Abigail? Could you tell me whose ship you went on?
I went on yours, that gigantic cruiser docked where we hung out the other day.
I'm asking because we still have our cruiser, you see.
What? Oh, that can't be. The boat I was on definitely sank. I jumped from the deck and swam to the shore to get away from the wreckage.
Miss Abigail, listen, you've been saying the word cruiser for a while now, but our boat is a small boat with an onboard motor, you see, and it's right here in front of me, intact and in one piece. I can't believe you've misunderstood something.
Huh? What do you mean? You said it was a cruiser, didn't you? I didn't hear anything about yours being a small boat.
Wait, did I ever say the word cruiser within earshot of you, though?
On the day when we did the fireworks, you said, and I quote, "Our cruiser looks very nice. Don't deny it."
No, I didn't say that. I was saying that it looked very nice because it looked so different from our boat.
No way. Then who on earth did I borrow that boat from? There's no way I'd want to go on a trip in such a shabby, stupid boat. I was right to suspect something wrong, though. There's no way you would be able to own such a luxurious cruiser.
Eh? A cruiser?
Don't be ridiculous.
Hello, ladies. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
What? May I inquire as to who you gentlemen are?
Sorry to disturb you, but I couldn't help but overhear you say the word cruiser, and I just had to ask if you knew what happened to ours.
The cruiser? Wait, you don't mean that cruiser that was docked here?
Yeah, that's the one. Quite the majestic beauty. The biggest boat round these parts. We bought it as a group, see, because today's the chairman's birthday. Know anything about this?
Miss Abigail, this is bad. I must... Wait, what? Oh no, Abigail, who was supposed to be here just a moment ago, is gone.
The hell do you mean this is bad, eh, girlie? So you do know what's become of it?
Abigail abandoned me. What do I do? What do I do?
Uncle, the culprit was captured on camera. What? It's this stupid bitch. That's her. Hold up. She's the bombshell that was here in front of me just a moment ago. Hey, you there, greenhead. You know where she is, don't ya? Show me where she is.
No, I can't just tell you, sir.
Then would you rather go back to headquarters with us and explain how the hell this whole thing happened?
But that's a bit...
I thought as much, woman. Right, now show me where she is.
Understood, gentlemen. Please, right this way.
Hey, you thieving woman! We know you in there! Come on out and we'll never leave your damn doorstep until you get your ass out here!
Please stop this. Oh, what can I do for you?
What can you do for us, you ask? I wonder, you would know that answer more than anyone else, girlie. Hey, Abby, what's going on out there? It's getting on my nerves.
Seth, honey.
If it isn't the little husbando of little girlie. Good day, sir. Wait, Uncle Reardon? Oh, Lord help me. Good day, sir, indeed.
Wait, Seth, you know this guy?
Know them? Abby, they're more than acquaintances, believe me. These gents are our company's underlings.
What, really?
Damn, it's been a while, Seth, me boy. I remember raising you well when you were a little ankle biter in high school. Yes, Uncle. I owe who I am today to you. I have not forgotten. That's right, you better not. But down to business. I've got a bone to pick with you, me boy. Huh? You have a bone to pick with me? What did I do, Uncle? Wifey here. I have reason to believe she took advantage of the fact that I left the engine on in our cruiser and played around with the boat as she pleased. What? Well, that's not a big deal. She's human after all, and human beings sometimes have these little impulses to go batshit nuts. The problem is that she borrowed the boat and she still hasn't returned it, you see. Abigail, what's going on here?
Well, honey, It seems she mistook the sunken cruise ship as our boat, mine and my husband's, got on board, and, well, hey!
Don't tell me I heard what I think I heard.
The ship sunk, Mr. Seth.
Hey, looky here. Who would have thought you would borrow something and then destroy it beyond repair, eh? And what's more, you sure got guts, girlie, running away without even a single damn word of apology, eh? Uncle, you're so close to her. You planning on kissing her? You shut the frick up. In the first place, you were the one who left the keys and engine on when you left the boat. I wonder whose fault it was that this happened. Well, I sincerely apologize for that, Uncle. Sorry about this brain-dead punk sticking his nose into this, but down to business again, girlie. You destroyed someone else's property. Common sense should tell you that some kind of payment as compensation is in order.
Compensation? How much was it?
The boat itself was no less than $1 million, and an additional $500,000 to get it towed out of the sea. See?
Whoa, $1.5 million?
Well, it's $1 million for sure. Getting it out of the harbor's another story. Won't know unless we try.
$1.5 million? Oh, don't be ridiculous. There's no way I can pay that much.
Hey, Abigail, don't talk back at Uncle. No matter, me boy. I'd be downright scared if she didn't panic when she was suddenly asked for $1.5 million. But you know what, girlie? You have no right to say all that after using someone else's stuff without permission. Whether you use it as you please or get permission from the owner of the thing, you have to take a certain amount of risk when you use it, eh? You use it as you please, destroy it, and then skedaddle the frick away from where you stood without even a word of apology? And now you say you can't pay the amount we ask as compensation? Even we know we have to be a little gracious, at least by that much, you see.
And what's so wrong with borrowing something from a friend?
Friend? Do we know each other, girlie?
I'm frickin' talking about Melanie there. You always try to one-up the shit out of me, and just the other day you told me that cruiser was yours, and yet now you lie and say I misunderstood what you said.
Is that really true? If that's the case, then the girl with the glasses here is also at fault.
Hey, wait a second. Please, sir, I never said anything like that. The reason for this accident is that Abigail really did mistakenly think that the boat belonged to my husband and me and used it without consulting me.
What are you talking about? There is no way I would just borrow something that belongs to a complete stranger. I only borrowed it because you said it was yours.
So one of you two is lying, that's for damn sure. Well, I honestly don't give a shit either way as long as those responsible pay us back for the damage caused. Wanna pay them damages fair and square, no questions asked?
I'm not paying anything. As I said before, it was Melanie showing off her wealth that caused it. I'm not to blame here.
I have to agree, Mrs. Thompson. Abigail getting on the ship without telling you is also at fault here, but if she didn't know that it wasn't yours in the first place, you wouldn't have been on board. That's what they say, miss. What say you? If your girlie with glasses offers to pay for the damage caused, you'll come with us to headquarters.
Please, wait a moment. I can assure you I never showed off or lied. What? What are you talking about?
Abigail, why don't you just accept the responsibility, huh?
Responsibility? About sinking the ship? I do believe I was wrong to do that. That's why I apologized to you.
Yes, you did, but you also laughed and told me to buy another one with the insurance money.
Well, I thought it would be fine if the whole situation could be fixed with the insurance money.
Is that so? But you still haven't apologized to these people, have you?
Well, I'm sorry. I will say I didn't know, but I am sorry for borrowing it without permission and destroying the ship.
Well, an apology's not important at this point. What's frickin' important is who's gonna pay the $1.5 million. Will it be you who destroyed it, or the girl with glasses who you claim said the boat belonged to her?
But I've been saying that for a while now. Since Melanie is the underlying cause of it all, she will be paying for it all.
Abigail, no matter how many times you try to cover up a lie, the cover-ups themselves are also lies, see? It doesn't become the truth.
What on earth are you talking about?
A moment, if you please.
On the day when we did some fireworks, you said, and I quote, "Our cruiser looks very nice." Don't deny it.
No, I didn't say that. I was saying that it looked very nice because it looked so different from our boat. That's your proof. I'm telling the truth, folks.
Whoa there, girlie. Didn't Four Eyes here say that she was lying about the cruiser being hers? With this piece of evidence, though, it sounds like you just misunderstood. So you was the liar here, eh?
No.
The hell you mean, no?
But isn't it Melanie's fault for making statements that lead people to misunderstand?
Eh? For real, how much bullshit does that blabbermouth of yours utter, eh? Eavesdropping, theft, destruction of personal property, and blaming someone else for preserving your own righteousness? That's a four-way combo that even surprised us, woman. Ye are out, missy, and being out means you're coming with us back to headquarters. Chairman's gotta decide the punishment, after all.
No, stop. No, absolutely not. Also, as I said before, the ship is insured, right? It would be one thing if the insurance money wasn't enough, but to pay back the full amount is ridiculous.
When you steal someone else's property, nothing can be more ridiculous than the crime itself. Also, we don't have any frickin' insurance on the ship.
What?
Abigail, unlike cars, boat insurance isn't mandatory by law, you see. Being insured is known to at least have the bare minimum of morality, though, so whether you apply for boat insurance or not depends on the owner's morality. Understand?
What? How could I have known that? I don't know anyone who would think, "Oh, damn, that ship's luxurious. No way it's insured," when they see something as majestic like that.
Honestly, though, who would think, "Oh, damn, that ship's luxurious. I'ma steal it and play with it to me heart's content." Now that is ridiculous. Come on now, you know insurance ain't gonna do shit since it doesn't exist, and we all heard loud and clear what this particular talk yielded. You're coming with us.
No, I will not go with you. Oh, Seth, please help me.
No, same goes for you, me boy. One spouse's problems makes it a problem for the couple. I told you I had a bone to pick with you, didn't I? No, please.
Melanie, we're friends, aren't we? Please help me.
Hey, Mrs. Thompson, what's going on here? Gathered together for a party, looks like.
Does this look like fun to you, you stupid bastard? Oh, you're just like Melanie. You can't read the atmosphere at all.
Oh, scary, scary. Who the hell is that? A friend of yours, Mrs. Thompson?
Yes, we were friends, but
But?
as of today, we're mere acquaintances. We only briefly greet each other in the hall now.
Just an acquaintance, eh? I see now. Well, I'll just advertise my place for now, and then I'll be on my way. I'm the owner of one of the bars over in yonder district, and the name's Newman. A pleasure to meet you, acquaintance of Mrs. Thompson's.
I'm not going to any damn bar of yours. Can't you see the frickin' situation? I'm about to be taken back to their headquarters. $1.5 million to pay back. I'm going to work for these people for the rest of my life.
Oh my, how pitiful.
If you feel that way, help us.
Oh, I don't mind helping you, sure. What? I can't do something manly like shouldering the entire fricking debt, hell no. But if you don't want to work for these people, I can do something about it.
Really?
Really? I'll talk to a guy I know who runs a certain financial company I know, and in return, give back what you owe properly, okay?
I'll give it back. I'll give it back properly, I promise. Please tell these people to let go of me then.
You heard me, buddy. Fear not. I'll call the owner of the financial company now so you can let her go for now.
Hey, nosy body. You come in our business unannounced? This owner of yours, can he really pay the money properly? If this guilty girlie here doesn't pay, $1.5 million in cash is our only option, bucko.
Oh, I think they can probably pay that, all right. Since you guys are also part of this domain, you ever heard of the name Sharon Sage?
Sharon Sage, the group that sometimes works with us at Aid and Adelaide?
Yeah, buddy, that's the one.
Then I have nothing to fear.
Ah, Your Majesty Sharon, this is Newman of SS. I have someone in front of me right here that wants to borrow money from you, Highness. Yes, $1.5 million in cash. Yes, thank you so much. Yep, they're on their way right now. Here I come, albeit a little late. Ta-da! I am Sharon Sage of Sharon Sage, at your service.
Who the frick is this guy?
Ah, so you're the poor lambs who've been targeted by these naughty gentlemen, eh? Don't worry. Now that I'm here, you have nothing to fear. I'll pay them in cash, so hey, you don't have to worry about repayment. I'll wait for years, even decades, if I must.
Really? Oh, thank you so much.
No worries, sweetheart. Well then, your signature and seal here, and here, if you please. Okay, this completes the contract. And here is the $1.5 million.
Received it in full, Mr. Sage.
Yes. Well then, Miss Abigail, was it? For now, it'll be $2.25 million in 10 days, all right?
What?
Listen up! You owe me a repayment of $2.25 million in 10 days.
Why would the repayment amount increased by 1.5 times in such a short frickin' time?
Because in 10 days, see, the interest rate is 50% of the original amount loaned.
I haven't heard anything about that.
I wasn't asked about that. Don't blame me. It doesn't matter when you pay me back, see? But let it be known your debt will be about $30 billion after a year.
30 billion? But I can't give an entire national budget.
30 billion is far greater than the national budget of some countries, Abigail.
Shut the hell up. This is illegal. I'll sue you.
I don't mind you suing me, but in return, I'll have to sue you too, see? Theft and destruction of private property, right? Stealing a cruiser and sinking it, right? This will surely make amazing headlines and you'll be famous in no time. Oh, I'm so jealous.
Are you crazy, bucko?
I don't want to be called crazy by the likes of you, kitten. Since I'm a nice guy, I can cancel the contract right now.
Of course I want to cancel it, you scammer.
What a terrible thing to say, but no worries, I'll be fine. Lion-hearted, they call me. So, you have 3 options. 1, work for these guys here. 2, borrow money from me. 3, become a criminal. Personally, I'd say the best option for you would be the first one, because these gentlemen are okay with you simply paying them $1.5 million. The next best option would be a fee pay to keep this whole thing under the radar through a lawyer, but that will only increase the total amount you owe, for further damage will result from your theft as time goes by. And then the last one is me. You won't be taken to a scary office or live as a criminal, but you'll have to pay interest that you won't be able to pay back even if you work all your life. So which one do you want?
I don't like them all.
You don't like them all. Come now, you're not a moody adolescent.
That's right, girlie. What are you gonna do? Make a decision. We gotta be heading home too, after all. If you can't decide, I can be of service to you and weigh your options with you, but...
Please wait. I'll decide for myself. I absolutely don't want to be a criminal and be on the national news because of it. But the 2 other options... I have another question. What kind of work do I have to do at your headquarters?
Hold up! Interested, are ye? It's nothing to it. It's a job that even a beginner like you can do. You just gotta go to the places the chairman says, make phone calls, protect the chairman himself. I guess you can consider yourself a saleswoman and security police.
You only made it sound like it's a good, honest job, but what you really mean is...
If you want to pay the money back quickly, he seems to enjoy boats a ton, so how about you two go fishing? If you're lucky, $10,000 a day is not just a dream.
Oh, seems pretty decent and easy. And if you can get 10 grand a day, I can pay it all back within 6 months. What about you, Mr. Sage? Would you introduce me to some kind of job?
Me? Yeah, all of my options have around $5 grand a month, I'm afraid. Well, it's an incentive industry, so if you work hard, it's not a dream to make several $100,000 a month.
I see. All right then. I'll work at your guys' headquarters. I guess I've caused you trouble. I think it's only right to work for those I've inconvenienced. I'll pay back the $1.5 million with a snippy snap, earn a few extra $100 million or so very easily, and then live a leisurely, self-sufficient life.
Hey, wait, Abigail!
Is that so? Well, then that settles it, Seth. I expect you to also feel as responsible as her, me boy, all right?
Well, wait, please, I don't want to go. Help me!
As for our family, from now on we'll be careful about who we associate with. And now I spend my time with mothers who respect a little distance. I feel bad for Abigail, who we've always been good friends with, but if this hadn't happened, our relationship would have continued the same abusive way. You could say it was a turning point for them both. God is watching us all, after all, it seems. Troublebusters!
Wow, Hawaii really is as hot as they say, isn't it? We want to check into the hotel soon, dear. Where are you at right now?
We're not in Hawaii, ma'am. We're actually in Antarctica.
Ah, the Antarctic. Oh, very nice. Wait, what?
Troublebusters!
She's here now? Wait, what the hell? Did those people really follow us all the way here?
My, the South is really beautiful.
Let's go on and have fun to our heart's content, eh?
Yes, let's. No matter how much we play, Melanie will carry all the fees anyway, as usual.
Honestly, though, she is so helpful with that convenient wallet of hers. Again, huh?
I'm looking forward to it so much, Melanie, darling. We'll enjoy ourselves to the fullest as usual, okay?
I'm Melanie, and I'm currently right in the middle of my honeymoon, but I can't believe my in-laws are coming along to the trip. And let me guess, they're going to assume I'm paying for everything again this time, huh? But this is my honeymoon after all. Am I overthinking it? So this is the spectacular view of the South that's known to be among the most beautiful in the world, huh? Oh, it's from Mrs. Swada. Hello?
Melanie, dear, did you have a look at my messages?
What?
Sorry, I put you on speaker by accident. Anyway, we've arrived, dear. Wow, Hawaii really is as hot as they say, isn't it? We want to check into the hotel soon, dear. Where are you right now?
Excuse me, ma'am, did you just say you're in Hawaii right now?
Yes, we heard that your honeymoon destination was going to be Hawaii, so we decided to tag along too.
You seem to have thought you could just go off on your own quietly, but that's not gonna happen, dear.
I'll never allow you two to go on a trip without us tagging along. No, sir.
Oh, nevertheless, folks, this time it's our honeymoon, something extremely important.
What are you trying to say? It's more fun to go on a trip with everyone, right?
Yeah, I agree. It would be lonely if you two were alone together, so we came along for your sake.
I think it's up to me and Daichi to decide if we would be lonely or if we wouldn't, people. And also...
And as such, as a thank you, be a lamb and please cover for our travel expenses, okay?
Ignoring my opinion? Seriously? I want you to listen to what I have to say, ma'am.
Come now, Melanie, you have more than enough money, don't you?
You always financially support us nowadays, don't you? Why, just the other day you bought me some high-end golf clubs and also a high-end brand handbag, didn't you?
We're saving money on meals too, and that's a huge help, you see.
I am, but I'm pushing it a little at that point. And more importantly, this time, regarding my honeymoon with Daichi, we have a bigger issue than money.
What kind of disrespectful wife can you be, demanding that your husband pay for the entire trip?
I have absolutely no intention of making him pay, ma'am.
Listen, neither my husband nor I are working anymore, and we don't have much money.
But I do believe Miss Airy is working and has a stable salary.
Sure, but it's part-time work, you know, and I'm doing my best to save up my pocket money by working 2 3-hour shifts during the week.
Maybe even a small amount of what you've saved.
Are you going to talk back at Airy, Melanie? Oh, hold on. Sorry, dear. While we were talking, we got to the hotel.
God damn, we get to stay at a luxury hotel for free?
That's just amazing.
My in-laws went on a trip of their own free will without any consultation from me or Daichi, to my knowledge, and expect me to pay for everything. I can't turn a blind eye to the inexcusable behavior of these 3 assholes anymore. I think it's time to confront them with the truth. Unforgivable. Troublebusters!
Come on now, get over here already. The place is the Traja Royal Hotel, got it?
Ma'am, I must emphasize that it's impossible. We're in a completely different place than where you 3 say you are.
Oh, but it's Hawaii, so if you feel like it, you can move over this way right away, can't you?
We're not in Hawaii, ma'am. We're actually in Antarctica.
Oh, the Antarctic. Oh, very nice. Wait, what?
Isn't Antarctica that icy wasteland where the South Pole is?
Yes, indeed.
Why? Oh, this doesn't make any sense.
I believe that's my line, ma'am. I don't remember saying anything about going to Hawaii.
Was it young Koke, your childhood friend? He told us that you two were going to Hawaii for your honeymoon.
Did you make a reservation for 3 people, folks?
Yes, we did.
To avoid any trouble with the hotel in the future, we will require payment in advance. This time, we would like to ask for $7,300 per person for a stay of 3 nights and 4 days. 7,300?
7,300 yen?
7,300 US dollars is about 1 million in Japanese yen, ma'am.
1 million yen?
Yes?
That much?
These stupid asshats, they definitely made the reservation without checking the price.
I suppose it can't be helped, but there's no need to worry. $7,300 shouldn't be a problem for Melanie.
I absolutely refuse.
What?
Hey now, why the hell won't you pay for us? As I just said, first of all, we are currently in different places, and additionally, we never allowed you or your family to accompany us on this honeymoon trip.
How dare you say that? You still call yourself family with that disrespectful attitude?
And I've explained it to you many times that it was a honeymoon. So does that mean that the family can't come along because it's a frickin' honeymoon?
I'm not saying that per se, but a honeymoon is something that the bride and groom go on together, just the two of them.
It's ridiculous to expect me to pay for what is clearly your mistake despite being on opposite ends of the world. But your childhood friend? Definitely.
Mom? I was listening to everything just now. But what was that childhood friend of mine? What name did you say he was called?
Was it young Koike? Sorry, I don't remember exactly, but I think that's what it was. And I couldn't see his face clearly because he was wearing a mask and a hat.
Koike, you said. I don't know anyone like that.
What?
But it was definitely your childhood friend.
No, I think you just assumed it was the wrong person.
The wrong person?
Let's assume Daichi really did have a childhood friend called Koike, ma'am, but would you take his word for it and go to Hawaii without the slightest sense of skepticism?
You can't blame us for that. We wanted to go to Hawaii for so long.
Then it's even more so now because you decided that you had wanted to go to Hawaii of your own choice. You would have to cover the costs this time.
I won't pay even a single penny. No, we'll be in huge trouble if you don't pay, Melanie.
Even if you say so, we're in Antarctica now, remember?
Even if we were willing to pay, how would we pay?
If you simply fricking fly from Antarctica over to Hawaii on another plane, ka-ching, ka-ching, problem solved, everyone's happy.
That's right. You come to Hawaii and save us. That's what you should do.
Even if that were a good idea, Antarctica doesn't have any direct flights to Hawaii. You understand?
Are you sure?
Yeah, Dad. You have to go through a South American country to get to Antarctica.
So it's impossible to go to Hawaii right away. No can do, folks.
Not to mention the fact that we came to Antarctica on a cruise ship that left Argentina with a varying schedule, see?
Considering the time, it'll take even longer to get to Hawaii because of that.
But isn't Antarctica close to Hawaii?
Close, ma'am? It's anything but close, I'm afraid.
But they're the same South, isn't it?
Considering the fact Japanese folks call Hawaii the South, whilst we Americans call Antarctica the South, the distance from Hawaii to Antarctica is about 13,686 kilometers.
I don't understand what you're saying. Give me a concrete example.
The Japanese archipelago is about 3,000 kilometers long, so maybe you'd understand if you thought of it as 4.5 times the length of Japan.
There's that much distance?
And the reason Hawaii is called the South from your perspective is because it's located south of Japan in terms of longitude. But as a matter of fact, it's within the range of the 18th parallel in the Northern Hemisphere, so it's actually north of the equator.
Oh, so that's how it is.
I think I just learned something new. This isn't the time for a geography class. What do we do now?
Mrs. Sawada?
Sir, must we have to pay in advance for our stay here?
Yes, sir.
But what if we pay during our stay instead?
That would be a no, ma'am.
Oh, this is a huge problem.
This is what you get for reserving a luxury hotel without thinking about the consequences.
Because we assumed that you would pay for everything as usual, Melanie.
All things considered, I wish you'd stop assuming that I would always have your back whenever you're in trouble. A hotel that costs 1 million yen per person, you say? I'm not rich enough to pay for something like that.
But weren't you rich, Melanie?
That's also a misunderstanding. I'm not rich, folks. I merely saved up quite an amount by saving and saving over the course of my career. We split the cost of our honeymoon as a newlywed couple, too. The money spent on the trip depleted almost all of my savings in one go.
Really?
Yes. So no matter how hard I try, I can't pay for your travel expenses all the time.
So that's the truth, isn't it? Well then, Daichi, you'll have to do it this time. Daichi, darling, do something, please, will you?
Hold on. Isn't it a shame to make your son pay for your mistakes?
Shut up, this is an emergency.
What kind of emergency is this? Melanie also said this, but this time you went to Hawaii of your own volition, right? Don't you think it's strange to make Melanie pay for that trip of yours? And from what I've heard so far, you've been asking her for money this whole damn time.
No, we're not. See, Melanie is a kind person, so I thought she'd give us money since we're her family.
How dare you?
Maybe you were trying to get Melanie to pay for y'all this time using the same tactics?
Tactics? Tactics, the boy says. Perish the thought, isn't that right, Melanie?
Hey, Melanie, say something.
I see. I thought so. Who would have thought y'all were that kind of people, huh?
No, we're not. We just wanted to celebrate your marriage to the kind and beautiful Melanie.
That's right. We thought it would be more moving to celebrate with the entire family in person. And, well...
This is such a bother, and I do not appreciate any of it. Why did you say that?
Hey now, you said you wanted to celebrate with us, and yet you tried to make me and Daichi pay for the extra expenses? Why is that?
That would be our fee for doing you this favor.
That's exactly why I don't need you to celebrate.
We don't want any forced goodwill on us.
No, wait. Oh, this celebration isn't just for you and Melanie, son. See, Ari, who's been unemployed for 3 years, finally got a part-time job the other day, right?
This trip is also to celebrate Eddie graduating from being unemployed and commemorating 3 months of part-time work.
If darling Daichi or Melanie paid for this trip to celebrate my achievement...
Enough with the ridiculous bullshit.
What?
It may be great indeed that Ari is working her part-time job, but isn't it a little overboard to celebrate so lavishly?
I mean, it's up to us how we celebrate our daughter's achievements.
But if that's the case, wouldn't it be common sense if you provided the money for the celebratory trip?
But that's why the rest of the family...
You two are Ari's parents, are you not?
Right. If you really care about Eri's achievement, then you two ought to provide the funds to celebrate.
But we don't have the money, so we just celebrate her amazing accomplishment with a good time.
No, that shouldn't be something you say so openly.
Oh my god, you've been pissing me off for such a long frickin' time now. Frickin' understand, we're in trouble already.
I know, I've already figured that out.
Then you should shake a leg and...
Mom, we spent all our money on our honeymoon, so we don't have much savings left at all.
Really?
Yeah.
So if this desperate situation keeps going like this, we won't even be able to leave Hawaii, let alone stay in a hotel?
Huh? Are you serious?
I'm serious.
If I may, didn't you buy round-trip tickets for the trip?
Well, to be frank, we could barely afford to buy one-way tickets. That's why we're asking you to frickin' help us.
Wow, who would have thought people could be such poor planners?
It's mostly your fault, Melanie.
Why does it have to be concluded like that?
We're in trouble because you didn't explain everything properly.
You better take responsibility, huh?
You are absolutely preposterous.
Melanie, can I borrow your phone for a bit?
Sure.
Wait, Daichi, do you finally feel like paying?
Oh.
Yeah, if we keep talking, there'll be no end to this ridiculous bullshit, and they might call again, so let's turn your phone off.
Good idea.
All right then, let's enjoy our honeymoon in Antarctica, dear.
Hell yeah. It's no use. No matter how many times I call, I can't get through. I think they both have their phones turned off.
What are we going to do?
My apologies, folks, but it's time to pay.
Can we cancel?
Cancellation the day of is not possible unless you're willing to pay the full amount as per company rules.
Excuse me?
No, this is common sense.
But we don't have any money, sir.
So you can't pay with money, I see.
That stupid bitch, Melanie, she'll pay for this.
I think your family should be coming home sometime very soon.
Yeah.
We're home.
Oh.
Damn, speak of the devil.
So you came back safely, I see.
Oh, you were worried about us?
Well, yeah, a little. But more importantly, how did you do it?
There were a lot of things that happened at once, but somehow we all got it to work out.
But you were completely penniless, weren't you?
Oh, so curious you're begging to know how we did it, huh? Well, I'll tell you. We borrowed some money.
You borrowed some money?
Yup, when we were at our wits' end, there happened to be the executive of a financial corporation watching everything unfold, see?
I think the corporation was called Jack Finance or something like that. Thanks to him, we were able to take care of everything. Something.
But if you get a loan...
Don't worry, I put the loan in your name. 3 million yen for 3 people staying at the hotel, 150,000 for 3 return tickets, and souvenirs worth around another 3,500,000, bringing the grand total to 3.5 million yen, which is about $25,550.
Is that so?
This is your fault, you know.
It's your punishment for not inviting us on your honeymoon.
You're still as eloquent as ever, I see. What you did is unacceptable.
Yeah. Now's the time to be relaxed, bitch.
Who is it?
Heya, folks!
To whom do I have this pleasure?
I am a representative from Jack Finance. I've been told that some Japanese people have borrowed money from an executive at our Hawaiian branch. I'm from Japanese headquarters, and Kogetsu's the name. I've come on behalf of the Hawaiian branch executive to collect the money. I have a copy of the paperwork.
Aw, Melanie, did you owe these people some money or something?
No.
But the fact that your name's written on it, isn't that proof that you did borrow some?
Guess you have to pay the money back. That's right, the total is 3.5 million yen. I'll make sure you pay it all back.
3.5 million yen in debt? That's insane.
A wife who borrows money from some corporation. I suppose you were unlucky this time, Daichi, darling.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about, eh? I've been asking the 3 of you goddamn maggots to repay the money.
The 3 of you? Surely you don't mean us.
Bruh, why wouldn't I mean you 3 asshats? Why is it us, though? Because you borrowed money, simple as that.
No, isn't it Melanie's name on the IOU? What's so funny? Melanie, do you know something about this?
I think it's about time we revealed the truth.
Reveal the truth?
Yes, ma'am. You see, I'd always known that you borrowed money to get back here.
Wait, no way, but how? How?
This kind gentleman contacted Daichi, you see?
When I obtained the copy of the official IOU, he noticed something strange when he saw the name and address of the debtor on the paperwork. Fearing the worst, I contacted Daichi, and lo and behold, he adamantly claimed he never borrowed money from anyone at all.
And I could be put on it when information about where the money was borrowed was revealed, but there wasn't any solid evidence.
Even the testimony of the Hawaiian branch executive alone was not enough evidence to prove anything.
There's no point in talking about it then, since you don't have any proof.
For real?
Indeed. That's why I'd set up a trap.
What?
Set up a trap to catch you 3 red-handed in saying that you used my name alongside Daichi's to borrow money from the corporation.
Huh? Oh, wait a minute! Right when we got back, you asked us about how you came back, and we told you?
I knew you would tell us right away because, come on, this is you people that we're talking about.
And then Daichi contacted me, and here we are now.
So, from the beginning, we were trapped.
Indeed, you were.
Wait, about getting us to say that we used Melanie's name, but you don't have any proof of that either.
True. Mr. Kogetsu from Jack Finance wasn't here in this house at that time.
What?
Did you really think we would act without planning anything beforehand?
I have all the evidence I'll ever need.
Daichi had the whole conversation an hour ago recorded.
And I should tell you this, I have also listened to the testimonies in the audio data that Daichi sent me.
So, our debts, can we...
No, you will never escape.
And you were trying to get away with this using such a ridiculously low level of deception. Daiichi and his new wife just told me that they were going to travel south, and that's good enough to make you think you were going to Hawaii and went there, see?
What?
You still don't get it, do you?
You?
So you were Koike, Daiichi's childhood friend? And because of my job and how I ought to act inconspicuously in public, I often wear these when you walk around the neighborhood.
I see. The reason why Daichi was in contact with someone like you is because you are his childhood friend.
That's right. I thought Daiichi, the most earnest man I've ever known, and his wife would never borrow money from an organization like us.
So that's what happened.
And my name is not Koike. The name's Kogetsu, written as Lake and Moon. Remember that.
And now you know the truth. Well then, everyone, do your best to pay off your debts.
Please, wait a minute. 3.5 million yen is simply ridiculous.
And another thing, I'll report this to the police, too.
The police? Why?
The fraudulent signatures you made are a legitimate act of forgery, which is a crime under Article 159 of the Criminal Code.
The criminal code? What do you mean?
You will be arrested.
Arrested?
They're the testimonies on the voice recorder, so you can't get away from this either, you know.
But above all else, we're family, so...
That's completely besides the point. The actions you three resorted to are that severe.
Wait a minute. You say you three, but it was Akemi who actually wrote the names on the IOU document. I'm innocent in this.
Excuse me? You were the one that suggested using Melanie's name.
In that case, then, Eri, who also agreed to that, is also guilty of the crime.
Hey, don't frickin' drag me into this, too.
You goddamn spoiled rat! It was you who said you wanted to go to Hawaii in the first place, and now look where we are.
Big words coming from people who were so enthusiastic to go to Hawaii with me.
Huh, this is freaking pathetic. Daiichi, my condolences, I guess, bro. You're having a hard time, I can tell. You're spot on, bro.
Anyway, I'm not to blame.
Neither am I.
Neither am I. Don't worry, I'll report all three of you to the police.
What? Hey now, were you listening to what I was frickin' saying?
I heard it loud and clear, Mrs. Sawada. Everything I heard confirms you three conspired against Daichi and me and tried to get us in trouble.
You're finished, idiots. Give up.
Hey, Daichi, are you seriously abandoning us?
We're family, aren't we?
Abandon you? You did such terrible things to my precious wife, and yet you can claim I'm abandoning you?
Well, maybe I was joking a little bit.
That's right. That's what they call a frivolous attitude.
There is no way that forcing a debt of nearly $26,000 on someone can be dismissed as a frivolous attitude.
Mom, Dad, Eri, I'm disillusioned by this incident.
You brought all of this on yourselves.
And even you seem so cold, Melanie darling.
That's right. You were always so kind to us, and
even I thought of all of us as a real family once upon a time. I was able to buy you all some slightly expensive things because I considered you a lovely family.
We still see you as family too, dear.
But you treated me like a convenient bipedal wallet and tried to push debt onto me for the most selfish of reasons.
Please, let me.
I can't see people like that as my family anymore.
Melanie, we were so wrong in doing any of that.
We're truly sorry. We'll make it up to you, we swear.
If things continue like this,
I don't mind the debt anymore, but we absolutely forbid ourselves from ever having a criminal record. We'll never ask you for money again, Melanie. Please, please forgive us.
You absolutely forbid yourselves from ever having a criminal record? I hate that you three aren't feeling remorseful towards what you did to me, and instead you just don't want to admit your sins.
No,
I just cannot forgive you. I have no intention of getting involved with you ever again.
That being said, your debts of 3.5 million yen, and in addition to that...
Well then, do your best at paying for your crimes, people.
No, please.
God damn it!
After that, I called the police and the 3 criminals were arrested for forgery of official documents. The main perpetrators, Mr. and Mrs. Sawada, received heavy punishment, and their accomplice, Eri, also received a punishment appropriate to her involvement in the crimes. The 3 also still owe 3.5 million yen to Jack Finance. And since Daichi has severed ties with what was once his family because of this incident, even if they are released from prison, there will be no place for them to return to or rely on. From a fun trip to Hawaii to debt and arrest, I suppose plunging from heaven to hell is pretty much exactly what happened in the end. Meanwhile, we're living peacefully, immersed in the amazing memories of our Antarctic trip. It would be nice to go to Antarctica again. No, maybe the North Pole would be better next time. Trouble Busters!